Hey guys, this is Blog of the Hut, bringing you my sluggish reaction to all the huge Star Wars news that we've had recently. Straight into it, we are getting a brand new Star Wars trilogy. Creator Rian Johnson, director of Episode 8, The Last Jedi, is going to be helming a complete new Star Wars trilogy, and he's going to write and direct the first film. Now, the press release doesn't give us much, but actually there's a lot of detail in there that I'm just going to nip into. So, first, it says it's a new trilogy which is separate from the episodic Skywalker saga. So I guess the clear thing from that is it's not going to be episodes 10, 11 and 12, which I think is absolutely the right way to go. We need episode 9 to be a conclusion. We need it to feel like an ending. I would like to see the Skywalker saga continue somewhere down the line, but not just yet. And again, to go with a trilogy instead of just a load of random standalone films is definitely what I want to see. I want to see a continuation of the story, and I want to see something that's bigger than just a load of random little stories, even though I'm sure Solo and the other films are going to be really good. It says it will introduce new characters from a corner of the galaxy that Star Wars lore has never before explored, and that it's going to be a blank canvas. So the corner of the galaxy that Star Wars lore has never before explored, that really intrigued me, because I'm assuming that Star Wars lore, that includes everything in Legends. So what we see in this films is not going to be something we've seen in any comic book, video game, novel, anything before, whether it was Legends or the new canon. Now, this raises some questions as to where it will be set, because the galaxy was fairly well mapped out in Legends. The obvious answer would be the unknown regions, but I do feel that's unlikely somehow. My gut reaction is that it wouldn't be, because we are exploring the unknown regions a bit in The Last Jedi, and, well, we've already seen it in The Force Awakens with Starkiller Base, and I'm guessing we're going to get more of that. So, for some reason, that doesn't feel like it's going to be the area for me. An alternative is they could remove maybe a less known area of space, something like the corporate sector, or maybe the centrality that, as far as I'm aware, hasn't really been referenced in the new canon. So they could create a new area of space and maybe remove some of the existing Legends spaces. Alternatively, they could be a completely new time period. Now, I know people are going to jump on the KOTOR bandwagon with this, but again, this is brand new, so it's not going to be set in that 3,000 years time period, because they have already referenced some of it in canon. So again, I think they're going to shy away from that. But they could do something a bit more extreme, something like Star Wars Legacy, which is one of my favourite comic books, which went as far as the Yuuzhan Vong War in Legends and a bit further, and then jumped ahead another 100 years to create a brand new story with completely new characters. And again, that was a bit of a blank canvas. Or they could go the other way. There was another series by the same creators called Dawn of the Jedi, which told the origins of the Jedi Order, and that jumped 25,000 years backwards in time. So they could go with something like that. I doubt they're going to go for the origin of the Jedi Order story, because we're going to get some of that info in Episode 8 on Ahch-To. But I think possibly some kind of time jump as well would be possible within this series. But honestly, what I really hope is that it's none of the things I've suggested, and it's a completely new, completely original story. Next up, not much information on this, because it's only come from one of those Disney finance meeting thingies, that we're getting a brand new live-action Star Wars series. Disney are launching a streaming service starting in 2019, and a live-action Star Wars series is going to be one of the series that opens it up. There was a series called Underworld planned in the past, but honestly, I've got no idea what this could possibly be, and I don't even know what to speculate on. Other than that, I'm really excited for it. And last up, there was some news on Battlefront 2. Now, I know there's been some controversy over the game as well, but I'm going to ignore that and just focus on the news. So, DLC was confirmed, and that it's going to be free. And we've had some details out about it. Finn and Phasma are going to come out in December as playable characters. There's going to be 2 new locations, Crate as a ground battle location and Dakar as a space battle location. But the most exciting thing for me is the expansion for the Iden Versio campaign. And the detail on that says it tells the early days of the Empire's transition into the First Order. Now that is huge for me, because that was what I really wanted to see in the game. And I was disappointed that it still seems to be mostly set around the Operation Cinder early days of the New Republic era. So if this is going to carry on pushing forward with free content, telling how the Empire transitioned into the First Order, maybe their exploration of the unknown regions. That is absolutely what I want to see. So I'm really excited for this game and for the expansion to come out. Okay guys, that's it for me. Do feel free to check out my blog, follow me on Twitter, but for now, thank you very much for watching.